came here tonight to play chess. A game of chess is like a sword fight. You must think first, before you move.
On guard. I'll let you try my Wu-Tang style.
I'd like to try your Wu-Tang style. Let's begin then.
All right. We are coming to the end of the fourth quarter. We're getting there. We got, about 2 or 3 more weeks. Anyway, how you doing, scholars? We are pushing on. We're pushing on. And even though, I can't be there face to face, I do appreciate those of you who have been coming in and playing during office hours. I enjoy playing. And for those of you who do enjoy playing, again, I thank you for coming in and playing with me. All right, you're making my day go by a little better. And, brightening my spirit. Say, as I could say. I want to start out by naming a couple things or bring your attention to a couple things that could advance your play, advance your level of play pretty rapidly. One being watching grandmasters play, as can be done in chess.com. Also, on chessgames.com, there's a large database of games there. You can search by opening, you can search by whatever. Just it's a huge database of games for you to go and analyze. So that's one way watching grandmasters play. Another way is by analyzing your own games and, of course, just playing. Definitely get better playing. But one way, the way I want to look at in this particular video is by analyzing your own game. So one of the things I taught you in class was the algebraic notation. And of course, that notation is used to record your game for analyzing later on. And also for a tournament director to help with any type of issue you might have during a tournament. But in this case, we're going to use that algebraic notation that you could use in class to analyze your game. We're going to look at that actual thought process of analyzing the game here in this video. So this is a game that I played with, I'm just going to say FaZe Legend. Some of you who are in the tournament, you know who that is, but anyway, it's one of your classmates. I play him quite often. He's definitely going to be a superstar in the chess game if he keeps going on the path, the trajectory he's going with so far. I tell you, I've been playing a long time, and I've probably been living like probably almost twice or 3 times his lifetime, and within the short time he's been playing, he's already on my level and probably getting past my level here. That is a big feat. Not saying that I'm anything. I'm not a master, but I have been playing for a very long time, and I do have some talent in this class, and he's one of the talents that I have. All right. So what I want to do is I want to look at one of the games that we played together. This was sometime last week. I don't remember the exact date. But I want to show a win that he didn't see. I didn't see when I was playing it either. But it would have been a nice victory. It was so cool. It's something that I would have never done. Anyway, here it goes. Let's go through it, and we're gonna change the moves once we get to that position. All right, so pick up these lines. All right, so this game was a Philidor defense that's shown here. Okay. Um, it's an E4 D6 Philidor defense. Okay, knight, still a book move. Knight to F3, E5. Okay, everything's central. Very good. Everything's standard. Pretty much everything that I've taught in class. Controlling the center, developing pieces, developing minor pieces. Okay. Still with the Philidor. All right. So now in this position, this is what we're going to get. We're going to go and vary from what actually happened in the game. So now, I want you to check this out. So instead of white pushing that pawn forward to try to chase my bishop away or force the trade or whatever he's thinking, he could actually sacrifice his queen at this position. Okay, something that I know a lot of us probably wouldn't even think of doing, especially those of us in the class. Some of the masters, probably know this game. They probably have memorized this already. But here, instead of pushing that pawn to H3, we can take this knight and take this pawn here at E5. Okay? Now, most of us playing, when I say most of us, I'm thinking those of us in the classroom, not you masters out there. But most of us in the classroom might be, okay, oh, he messed up. He messed up big time. I had his knight pinned to that bishop, a relative pin to that queen, the knight pin to the queen. But anyway, I get my words out sooner or later. So that was a definite blunder. He gave up his queen. So now I am going to jump on that, not thinking twice that he might be up to something. Like, I don't really care what he got going on down here. I'm going to take that queen. I don't care what he's doing. So I'm taking that queen, and look at that. You see that white bar came all the way down? It's game over for black. Game over for black. He was greedy. Didn't spend the time and looking to see what might have come of that. All right, so black got the queen. He's probably celebrating and exhaling, and his tension is kind of gone down a bit. But little does he know, white's about to give him that work. So here we go. So next, check this out. Check. What can the king do? Can't take. Knight has it guarded. Only thing we can do is move up. Boom. And here comes the other knight. Checkmate. So I found this through analysis and looking at the game, where this game I ended up winning. Did I win this game? I believe I won this game. Oh no! Wait. You know what? Let me just go through it. And anyway, this is the game. This is what I want to show you. I want to show you this variation of what he could have done right at the beginning, and I definitely would have failed for it. I would have failed for this, no doubt, and he would have finished the game in very few moves. But I'm going to go back and go ahead and play the full game. And let's see what happens. So you analyze. Okay. You can see the moves. All right, so here's the actual analysis. I was in the wrong screen earlier. But anyway, this is the same game that I just showed you that he could have won pretty early. And this is what the analysis looks like, where the machine or the engine tells you what mistakes you've made, lets you know what were good moves, what could have been done better. And this is something that I do regularly and something that I suggest that you do to improve your game. So moving on. Okay. I'm just going to go ahead and run through this, but when you play in chess.com, go ahead and analyze your game. And you can go here and on the right side here and look and see what they say about the moves that you make. Question marks, inaccuracy. They show what should have done by the green arrow, saying he should have went to A4 instead. Okay, moving the rook over instead of pushing the pawn, but that's not really a mistake because A5 is a good move, but here's an alternate of what they're saying is better. And with the analysis, I don't always agree with what they're saying. Maybe their thinking is more than likely a lot more advanced. The thought has gone into more depth than what I'm capable of. But of course, machines get beaten, engines get beaten by grandmasters all the time. So they're not always 100% correct. But again, I don't always agree with what they suggest, but most of the time I do. I go back and say, I missed that. Oh, I missed that fork. Oh, I missed, whatever. So this is a good way to go back and see what you can do to improve. Actually, when I do this on my own, I go a lot slower. Looking to see what I could have done. See what I missed, see what he missed. But this one definitely, he missed the game win at the beginning. Uh-oh. I made a big mistake here. Let's see. What did I do wrong here? All right, so he pushed the queen there. He's trying to mate here at G7. And they're saying I should not have pushed this pawn, at least to that square. They wanted me to push it all the way out. So I don't see what the big difference is other than that it will be protected by two pieces instead of one. So pushing the pawn here, it's only protected by the F pawn. Pushing it twice out has it protected by the H pawn and the queen. Anyway, I'm not too messed up about this move. Let's keep going. All right, now. See now, look at that. So pushing it here, this pawn isn't really protecting anything. This pawn is pinned by this bishop. So this queen can just jump right down on this pawn without fear of being taken by the F pawn, because again, this F pawn is pinned by this bishop here on D5. So yes, that was a terrible move on my behalf. So I should have went on and pushed it all the way out. This pawn is, and I actually, now that I think I do remember seeing that in the game, but he didn't see it. My opponent didn't see it. All right, so he missed that opportunity, and I went on and fixed it. So I relieved that pan by moving my king over. And okay, I'm okay for now. They did still want me to go ahead and take this bishop, but I'm okay with what I did. All right. So what did I do so bad this time? Let's see. So instead of taking that pawn, they wanted me to take the bishop, which is what they wanted me to do the other time anyway. I wanted to take the pawn and the bishop possibly. So by taking this pawn, I was hoping that he might just trade back, and then I take back with the rook. So I get a bishop and a pawn. So he did it. Now, he did exactly what I wanted him to do. So instead of him taking back the pawn, they wanted him to push this pawn forward, the H pawn forward. So of course, they didn't want him losing a pawn, but he went on and did the trade anyway. All right, so I took the bishop. Now he went on to push the pawn like they wanted him to do the previous move. Still pretty even. And I'll say, when you're dealing with times like this was a 10-minute game. Some of these games, when they're so quick and you start to run out of time, you definitely leave yourself open for more blunders than you would normally make. So getting towards this time, sometimes I'm making moves and your opponent's making moves in order not to lose so much time. Okay, so look at that. I'll push this king down, probably just trying to save time, where I had an easy check here with the rook. And let's see, was that? No, it wouldn't have been game, but yeah, that was a pretty good check and gaining the pawn. All right, so he fixed that, so he was able to protect that pawn by moving back. Still pretty even. Oh. So with that king pushed forward by my opponent, they pretty much said it's a wrap. So they wanted him to go ahead and take the pawn here. I probably would have went on and moved forward myself, because I'm pushing straight forward with the rook now. I got a double rook and I'm ready to just jump on it. So now here I come. he went on and did this instead of pushing the pawn. Which, you know, I don't blame him still. If they had pushed that pawn, it probably gave him a little running space, maybe. Yeah. Had he pushed his pawn up, he would have been able to just move over. Anyway, so that's it. Analyze the games. Analyze the games. Play games. Watch Grandmaster games. And get better. This is Akili, Mr. Nephew, signing out. All right, I'll catch you next time. All right, peace.
We saw them practicing with each other. Their kung fu is first class.